Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game, Foggy versus WFZ or WFZ, depending on where you hail from, as Foggy is spawning as the, red night elf over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, WFZ has spawned as the blue undead over here on the top right. Last refuge the map, and we'll see what exactly will be unraveling here in just a moment. Looking at hero choices, are we perhaps going to be looking at a Keeper of the Grove going up against, well, I really don't know exactly what the undead will be doing at this point. Are we going to be seeing Death Knight first? Are we going to be seeing Crypt Lord first? Even I've seen the Dread Lord and a Lich first, as Mad Frog showed us in that previous game. I don't know exactly how meta it is, but it is not out of the, I guess it is now not completely out of the question, even though I would be absolutely dumbfounded if WFZ went Lich first. Alright, things are unfolding here. Ghouls are getting trained up. Ziggurat about done. Ancient of War going to be starting to train, as it is going to be a Demon Hunter coming in from Foggy going up against a Death Knight. Alright, with all of that talk about new strategies and new meta after the release of Reforged, or in preparation of the release of Reforged, the players decide to go old school Death Knight versus Demon Hunter. Now, as things are getting underway here, Ancient of War will be popping on out, or training up an Archer. Archer hides behind a giant tree. It feels like the little brother purposely picking on other people, only to have the big brother show up and be like, hey, protect me. You know mom's going to get mad if anything happens to me. And that's what that Ancient of War is doing. Archer purposely picking on an Ogre Warrior, Troll Trapper, and Forest Troll Trapper, or 2 Troll Trappers, only to see the Ancient of War taking all of that damage instead. A lot of cheese in this tournament. Death Knight now making its way down. Alright, really? Cheese? I don't think I've seen actually any, well, none of the games that I've seen have had that much, quote-unquote, cheese, but we'll see if my memory is failing me. Death Knight going up against the Demon Hunter. Both sides have not really... good point about the older brother. Ah, okay. So far, Death Knight wandering back and forth. Both sides have not yet chosen their ability. Demon Hunter, and it seems like both of these players are just like trying to go back and forth to be like, hey, you know what? If you use your mana burn against me, I'm gonna just go. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Unholy Aura and perhaps be able to outrun you. Death Knight now still wandering around here, purposely aggroing those creeps. A little bit of damage, and is the Death Knight? Well, Death Knight is just getting mana burn. Skeletal minions now joining in on the fight. Perhaps gonna try and dive on in here. Are a couple of ghouls making their way over. Unholy Aura finally being used, as the Death Knight now able to outrun that Demon Hunter because of that 10% damage speed increase. Unit is trying to run away here. I don't know why that Death Knight steed constantly decided to gallop and then give like a quick saunter in the middle of his run, as the Death Knight was allowing the Demon Hunter to catch up. All right. Demon Hunter now picking up boots of speed, should be able to catch up to these units without any real issue. Meanwhile, Wisp still running around hiding, as we are teching the tier 2 by WFZ. Foggy is teching the tier 2 as well. Army sizes are about the same, 28 supply compared to 25, as the Demon Hunter now making its way over, finishing off this Forest Troll High Priest. Alright, no mana burn on the Forest Troll High Priest. Level 2 onto that Demon Hunter. Units may be trying to back away here in just a moment. Nope. Death Knight, however, making its rounds, gonna finish off the Ogre Magi, pick up a Circlet of Nobility, and leave the remaining Troll Trappers behind. I don't see any fast expansion attempts so far. Foggy now chasing after the Death Knight and all of these units here. There's another mana burn on that Death Knight, as the Acolyte looks to back away. So far, well, interesting, well, it's pretty much standard engagements here, as the ghouls purposely swarm and get into harm's way to protect that Acolyte. Death Knight with a sentry ward, able to keep track all the center movements of the army. Demon Hunter now trying to retreat back. Death Knight Is it going to try and creep out any difficult creep camps? The Demon Hunter is still right there, aggroing those creeps right there as they are now pulling back away again. All right, a quick ensnare onto an unsuspecting ghoul as the Naga Sea Witch has been trained up. Naga Sea Witch going to be able to finish off the remainder of this creep camp here. And Foggy actually doing a good job getting that Naga Sea Witch already out and being able to creep. That's actually an interesting choice as the Death Knight makes sure that there isn't an expansion down over here. No, trying to make sure that there is no time to expand from his opponent ghouls, while constantly getting ensnared. Though this is a mass ghoul army, and well, I don't see any sign of Crypt Fiends really being trained. 30 over 30 supply, no, not enough Ziggurats. What exactly are we doing here? Going to tech into tier 3, picking up a slaughterhouse, even though WFZ is supply blocked, but he is getting up his Lich. 32 supply over 40. We are going into a single Ancient of Lore right now as the units, well, gonna go ahead and try and clear out this Rock Golem creep camp over here at the Mercenary camp. Demon Hunter absorbing a large amount of damage, does have a rejuvenation potion on him for all of that effort. It looks like that rejuvenation potion has come to an end. Taking a boulder, Demon Hunter gets up to level 3. Meanwhile, Death Knight, sitting at level 2, Lich is out onto the field, gets in a Frost Nova as well. I believe the Death Knight will be able to get to level 3 here as the Wisp shows up to the party. A detonation gonna, however, well, remove some of those skeletal minions as the Demon Hunter now gonna make its way over. Frost Nova onto the Demon Hunter, trying to prevent the chase as the Death Knight, well, still trying to perhaps get into harm's way to make sure that that ghoul is safe, making a very protective wall on that low hit point ghoul who is down to 63 hit points and now back on Blight. Demon Hunter decides not to give chase any longer. Naga Sea Witch gonna go back, pick up a Manual of Health, and with Rude Embracers, that may be shifted back off to the Demon Hunter, as the Demon Hunter is more than likely, well, gonna be at the wrong end of a Frost Nova and a Death Coil. All right, Murlocs trying to finish off the remaining units. Naga Sea Witch, I believe, will be shy. Well, should be actually maybe able to get to level 3 here. There is a lot of low-level creeps here. Is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like it. Maybe about 20 shy instead. Yep, 7 shy. All right, 7 experience shy right there. Death Knight sitting at level 2. Lich sitting at level 1. WFZ, well, is a little bit behind in terms of the race here. Demon Hunter nearby. Is it going to try and mana burn and steal this Ogre Magi? That would actually be an interesting steal, as it does have that Cloak of Shadows. Ogre Magi still wandering around back and forth, and it looks like the way the Death Knight is going about this creep camp, he knows exactly what is going on. All right, there's a mana burn onto those units. Damage coming across. Death Knight in a little bit of trouble. Slow poison. Dryad trying to get in a little bit of damage onto that Death Knight there. Death Knight able to actually make its way back as the Demon Hunter stays at 3, but the Naga Sea Witch gets up to 3 as well. Death Knight now still back on Blight here. Double Obsidian statues. 37 over 50 supply as the units are trying to make their rounds out. Demon Hunter trying to keep all of those units at bay with a level 2 mana burn, making it, well, unprofitable for the Lich to even try and break free. Death Knight does have enough mana for a Death Coil now, as the Obsidian statues are kind of leading the way. All right, invisibility potion on that Demon Hunter, picking up the Book of the Dead here. There's that Book of the Dead trying to swarm around the remaining units. It looks like some of those archers and skeletal minions or skeletal warriors could get taken down, but is he just going to try and upgrade his item? Now picking up a Cloak of Flames as he's forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal to get out of a little bit of a dangerous situation. Trading his Book of the Dead for a Cloak of Flames. We'll see how long he holds on to that particular item. Druid of the Claw is sitting at level 2, or sorry, Mastery training. And with that, should be able to turn into bears after 1 or 2 more rejuvenations. We're looking at Foggy being a bit greedy, trying to go after the other Ogre Lord on the other side of the map. And, well, perhaps he was expecting this Ogre Lord now taking a fair bit of damage. Is he going to try and break free? And that's exactly what he does there, as we are now going to have WFZ shifting over to see if that expansion or if this particular creep camp was in fact all cleared up. Ogre Magi, Ogre Lord is right there, down to 517 hit points. Going to be an easy clear out now as the Demon Hunter now gets in a mana burn. Who gets the experience? Demon Hunter does not get the experience. Death Knight picks up the Helm of Valor, going after some of those units. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit more mana burn or any of that here, as Staff of Preservation Preservation should be used to try to save some of those low hit point bears. Ghouls, however, going after those archers. Archers and ghouls both falling pretty quickly as the Death Knight now down to 160 hit points and wants to back away. Naga Sea Witch does have enough for a Fork Lightning. Fork Lightning finishes off a Crypt Fiend there and saves a bear in the process. Naga Sea Witch trying to escape back. Scroll of Town Portal. Are we going to see a Mana Burn try to get that last bit of damage? And the Death Knight, Demon Hunter could have swiped at the Death Knight right before it left to get the kill, but decided against it for some reason. All right. Foggy going back, going to finish off the remainder of this creep camp. It looks like both of these units are not going to, or both of these heroes not going to be leveling up. 41 supply compared to 46. All right, Forest Troll Berserkers, a couple of units that are left. It looks like the Druid of the Claw going to get taken down. No rejuvenation right there. The Druid of the Claw needed to attack the Naga Sea, which wants to lose the aggro, but the Forest Troll Berserker, well, ends up finishing off that Druid of the Claw. Probably lag. Yeah, lag could have been the issue right there. Foggy is playing with a little bit more lag. I thought DH has Immolation. No, DH actually has a Cloak of Flames, which gives him Immolation, or Cloak of Flames ability. Actually, I wonder about that. It would be rather, if you actually picked up Cloak of Flames, and then you're like, okay, I'm actually going to retrain to Immolation. The two abilities are actually different. So all of a sudden, could it be that you're standing next to that Demon Hunter and you're taking a crazy amount of damage and not realize it? Add on top of that, perhaps maybe an opponent, or you have a Wand of Lightning Shield, and Wand of Lightning Shield all of a sudden and cast on yourself as well. Your units are just dying, and you're just like, he only has Immolation. What's Cloak of Flames? What's going on? Only to click on him to realize, wait a second, that's there too. All right, Mana Burn coming down across. We are looking at a Tree of Life getting a little bit of damage. Fork Lightning coming across as well. Demon Hunter trying to show up here as we're looking at a reveal, and well, a couple of those Crypt Fiends are going to get taken down. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, 2 of them on that Demon Hunter as he sold that Cloak of Flames. All right, Demon Hunter trying to go after some of those Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiends able to back away once more. More damage coming back across. Demon Hunter going after the Lich now. 44 supply compared to 43. Damage coming across multiple units. Demon Hunter has that Orb of Venom. More damage coming back across, but the Death Knight saves with the Death Coil onto the Lich. More damage coming in again. Staff of Preservation should be used. There it goes. A Demon Hunter saving, knowing that, you know what, I need to try and save that unit as quickly as possible. And this Druid of the Claw down to 184 hit points. All right, Scroll of Town Portal finally being used. Staff of Preservation saving up another unit again. Mana Burn onto that Lich as a departing gift, as we see 47 supply compared to 50. Druid of the Claws should really be back into Druid form in order to get a bit of rejuvenation. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter and Naga Sea Witch both sitting at level 4. What is going on here, Foggy? There you go, finally going into Druid form and waiting now for that precious bit of mana. Back off to the north here. Well, Destroyers, WFZ finally starting to hit his stride. Both players sitting on one base. Foggy about to transition into 2, and Foggy needs this game to go long. If Foggy can have this game go long and have his expansion, well, and fully operational for quite a bit of time, he will be in a great place, as we can see that WFZ still does not have his expansion as of yet. Was there any? Yes. And the patches unfortunately did break some replays a couple weeks back. But they were only minor patches, not really changing any of the balance, more just a visual display issues. Mana Burn onto the Death Knight. Death Knight being forced to retreat back again. Demon Hunter isn't going to try and lead the charge 4-2 or 3-2-2, going up against a level 4. Demon Hunter comes in, gets in another Mana Burn, and is going to back up once more. All right, Abominations. No Disease Cloud onto any of these units so far, as we are looking at the Demon Hunter Naga Sea Witch boosting at level 4. Death Knight could get to level 4 here, and that could be a big boost. Level 2 Unholy Aura, Orb of Venom getting damage onto those Destroyers, as the Demon Hunter now looks to back up still. Demon Hunter shifting back once more. Foggy needs to hold his expansion and do it well. Death Knight and the Abominations are looking to finish out this game right here, right now. Gold Mine only has 4,000 gold left in it. About 6.5 minutes of mining still, as the Death Knight is going to be, well, pushing on in. This may be the defining battle. 66 supply compared to 60 over 60. Mana Burn, Rejuvenation, Fork Lightning being exchanged. Staff of Preservation saved by Foggy, brilliantly done. Burrow by the burrowing Crypt Fiend, brilliantly done there, as we see a low hit point Druid of the Claw getting taken down. Death Knight now up to level 4. Units are now trying to make their way back. Abominations do have Disease Cloud, as the level 3 now is going onto the Naga Sea Witch and that Lich. So 4-3-3 compared to a 4-4. All of a sudden a power spike in damage overall, as the level 2, level 3 heroes get up to level, or the second and third hero get up to level 3. There goes a Druid of the Claw trying to, and well, there's that melting, and it looks like Foggy is just going to lose far too many units. Lich does end up falling, but at the cost of a handful of bears. Demon Hunter still is shifting its way back over. If this Naga Sea Witch falls, then, well, all bets are off on who's going to win, as the Demon Hunter is still chasing here. Demon Hunter going after the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch in a lot of trouble, absorbing a lot of damage. It's going to be down to 62 hit points. One more shot. There it goes, as the Death Knight is back here as well. Death Knight going to go after the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter gets Staff of Preservation back. Are we going to see a Staff of Teleportation to jump back into this fight? No, he does not have one, as the Naga Sea Witch needs to retreat back as well. Naga Sea Witch in a little bit of hurt, but those Rune Bracers really going to, well, prevent a lot of damage there. He's trying to engage against all of these units. Are we going to see a Rejuvenation onto the Naga Sea Witch? Yes, we are. Demon Hunter now back up, trying to go after the Lich, and the Lich could end up getting taken down. Lich down to 64 hit points, chasing after the unit. Orb of Venom, there's a Mana Burn down to 4, or down to 18 hit points, as the Lich may be forced to try and sacrifice itself. All right, Lich is just simply hiding off right there. There's that Lich again. A little bit of extra damage. One more shot. There it goes. Demon Hunter very close to level 5. Death Knight now trying to head back the other way. That entire segment of Staff of Preservation to, well, run back, and then Staff of Preservation, the Naga Sea Witch as well. I thought things were going very, very poorly for Foggy after those 3 bears died, but taking down the Lich and the Naga Sea Witch, as the Lich now back out onto the field, perhaps going to try and engage once more. Death Knight, well, does not want to get Mana Burn, but it looks like the Demon Hunter is just being forced to run around the map. There's that Staff of Preservation again. Naga Sea Witch with the Rune Bracers, able to stay alive, at least for now. Perhaps giving the Rune Bracers to the Demon Hunter would be the right call. 62 supply compared to 48. WFZ is going to be in a little bit of trouble here, as his gold mine is starting to start to run low. Only 4 minutes of mining left. Lich now retreating back, as the, well, bear and the Demon Hunter makes its rounds out. Once the Demon Hunter gets up to level 5, level 3 Mana Burn is on the table, and level 3 Mana Burn often shuts down not only the Death Knight, but all of the heroes, including and the Obsidian statues too. Things go from bad to worse once that Mana Burn gets to get up to level 3. We're going to look at a major fight here. Do we see a Scroll of Town Portal? No Scroll of Town Portal. No Get Out of Jail free card, as the units are now trying to make their way back. Fork Lightning, Demon Hunter gets up to level 5 Mana Burn. Well, level 3, the Mana Burn was not teched up yet. Demon Hunter could be in trouble. It doesn't have a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There is that Mana Burn again, only getting 100 mana off. Staff of Preservation saves. Naga Sea Witch is sitting at level 5. Are we perhaps going to see some Fork Lightning? There goes the Lich, and there is the GG. Foggy playing an amazing game at the very end. Critical positioning, Staff of Preservation used very freely for high action, well, constant trades. Kind of surprised that, well, Foggy just absolutely knowing I'm going to Mana Burn with that Demon Hunter twice, removing all of the mana from the Death Knight, which then opens up the ability to take down the Lich. That's what ended up happening right there. It felt like Foggy made a major comeback. They exchanged evenly once at the expansion, but once Foggy's economic advantage started to really take hold, getting 2,000 more gold than his opponent, well, that became too much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.